For the last 30-odd years, I have sat in front of one keyboard or another and tapped out my ruminations about various situations and topics which I thought needed to be shared with the Jews in the pews. But this one is, without doubt, the most difficult address I've ever had to draft. The only upside that I can conceive of this scenario, for both you and me, is that I'll never have to do this again. As I speak to you now, I'm acutely aware that this farewell is going to be for keeps. And not surprisingly, I'm struggling to keep a handle on all of the implications which flow from it in the next few minutes. Some 60-odd years ago, I was born into the world of progressive Judaism. I was, courtesy of my parents, nursed at its warm bosom and educated and socialised under its broad wings. Do you know the really weird thing? Most of the time it made pretty good sense. Comfortable sense to me, which most of the time meant that it was by and large a happy place to be. I have been privileged to serve as a rabbinic student in a congregation in New York, and as the rabbi of one of the most geographically isolated progressive Jewish congregations in the world, in Perth, in Western Australia. That was followed by a lovely 9 years in Adelaide, South Australia, where our nuclear family came on the scene. You could have dreamt that the next 20 plus years would be spent in the tropical splendour that is Leeds. And who could have imagined that an otherwise intelligent woman would be prepared to schlep around after an idiot rabbi who foolishly took these absurd positions? The plain fact is that I have been blessed, supported and indulged in so many different ways. And the reality is that I will never be able to adequately requite Carey for her love and support over the years. I truly do not know how to properly thank all of those of you who have been the enablers of my insanity. And so all that I can do at the moment is to say thank you. Sinai has been a fantastic home. I am both comforted and grateful that I will be leaving a progressive Jewish congregation in Leeds which knows its mind and understands its seminally important role in the future of Anglo Jewry, especially in the north. I'm gratified beyond words that Sinai stands as a beacon for the direction of the next generations of Anglo-Jewish life. And I know that my successors will carry that torch for the years to come. You are all well aware that medical considerations have influenced the timing of today's service. These things are never diarised and planned. I've never been one to pretend that reality is not reality. And my interest was in making a dignified exit while it was still possible to do so. I thank you for your love, for your support, your caring and good wishes, and I will always be grateful for it. Thank you.